Hello and welcome. I'm DDF Racer, and today I'm going to be driving the BMW M8 GTE car at Atlanta Motorsports Park. Although I'd heard of this track by name before, I'd never actually driven any laps around here, so yesterday decided to do a quick practice session and immediately fell in love with the place. What better time then to jump straight into a 45-minute multi-class race against the AI. I'll be learning as I go along, but I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, as always, don't forget to like and comment, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Alright, so here we go. Starting in position 2 in the GTE class.
You are clear on the left, car left.
Gonna take it nice and cautious into the first corner. Very tight hairpin here.
Left side's clear.
I think I may have given up a few spots there, unfortunately.
Keep your line. Still there. He's still there. He's still with you.
Very brave move from the AI there. He's gonna hold us out to dry around the outside. We got another one on the inside.
Hold your line. You're clear on the left.
Just a few spots there, unfortunately. Must be down to 4th position already now. Oh well, lots of time to make it up.
Okay Dan, decent start. We can build something from here.
I thought that was a pretty terrible start myself personally, but if you say so, Mr. Spotter. It's not aggressive enough. And here we go. Very short lap here at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. Only a 1 minute 13. It's over before you know it.
The gap to Offerman's in front is now 0.5. P4, the gap behind is now 0.5.
Such a fun little track though. Only discovered this yesterday. Fired up the game and decided to do a few practice laps here. It's an absolute blast. The circuit is designed by Herman Tilke, the famous Formula 1 architect. But I'd hope very much that Formula 1 would race on a track like this.
Sector 2 is yellow. We think Isaac has gone off. Sector 2 is clear.
Been a bit generous with the
just ignore it.
with the curbs there. I think I may have taken out one of the markers. Slight dent in the front of the car, perhaps. I have to turn the engine back down again now. We are fueled pretty close to the limit, so running at high mix won't work for the race.
The gap to Offerman's ahead is now 0.49. That lap was at 113.61. The gap behind is now 0.7.
Made up a heap of time on the brakes then, but just nowhere to go.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Although I'm still getting used to this track, I would say it appears to be quite difficult to overtake on.
Take it easy, you've got cold tyres.
Unless you can get a good run out the last few corners, it's not really much of an opportunity elsewhere around the track. Corner after corner, and tricky corners as well. Lots of elevation change, keeps you on your toes. And this is completely blind as well. I find myself having to peek up in the chair using the VR to look over the front of the bonnet of the car, see where I'm going. Not really making much progress though.
The gap to Offerman's ahead is now 0.34. Your last lap time was at 113.42. That's your best lap in this session. The gap behind is now 0.8.
So close to the car ahead. There's nothing I can do. I need to time my run out the last corner a little bit better. I don't doubt that I can get past this guy, I just need to find the opportunity. without giving too much away to the car behind as well. Ooh, dangerously close to the edge of the track there. The car just wants to understeer clean off the side of the track. Makes it so difficult to put the power down and get this run.
The gap to Opperman's ahead is now 0.7. Your lap time was 1:13.80. The gap behind is now 0.41.
Way too late on the brakes there. I feel like I've got this corner nailed. But again, just nothing I can do with that pace.
P4.
Try first here instead, see if that helps. Seems to make the car turn a bit easier. And we are a little bit closer here, right in the slipstream. Gonna have to be super brave on the brakes though.
Alright Dan, keep doing what you're doing, this is spot on. The gap to Opperman's ahead is now 0.31. That's the quickest lap for your class. That lap time was 1:12.74. Yellow flag, caution. The gap behind is now 0.9. Green flag, sector 1.
Ooh. Get on the brakes there a little bit more than I anticipated. Now, I didn't really check the weather before I start this session. I know, rookie mistake, but I think it's going to be dry. The clouds look relatively safe, I guess. Nice blue sky as the road points directly at the sky there. Quite an incline. Alright, this is a good run now. This is a good run. Oh, he's going to defend. Make me go the long way round.
He's still there. He's still there. Clear left.
The gap to Opperman's in front is now 0.20. The gap behind is now 5.7. You've just done a 1:13.34.
Couldn't make it stick.
Your tyre temperatures look good.
Just needed a bit more of a run off the first corner. May have gotten him, but it would have been tricky around the outside. First gear in this corner does seem to be helping get the car turned, help with the acceleration as well. This corner seems to go on forever. Just constantly turning left, but not an oval.
The gap to Opperman's ahead is now 0.39. You've just done a 1:13.53. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap behind is now 5.7 seconds.
I need to get past this guy. I'm gonna get tired of seeing that bumper. That's for sure. That's a very strange place to go defensive though, Mr. AI. There we go. Got another good run. But he's got a good run as well. He's using the slipstream of the car ahead.
Okay, Dan, we're matching race pace. The gap to Offerman's ahead is now 0.25.
Clear on the left.
The gap behind is now 6.7. Your lap time was at 1:13.00.
Almost ran into the back of him there. I think I may have locked one of the brakes. Hopefully it's not damaged the tyre. Front left. At least I can still see the leader.
Left side tyres are cold.
How's my fuel?
We think about 38 minutes of fuel remaining. 1.5 litres per lap.
So yeah, I don't know if any of you guys watched my last race, but the fuel was a little bit tight on that one.
The gap to Offerman's in front is now 0.44. That lap time was 1:13.30. The gap behind is now 6.9 seconds.
Yeah, my last race was super tight on fuel, so I'm hoping that this race isn't so much. I can maybe turn it up if I absolutely have to. I want to avoid using that safety car mode at all costs. Of course, I do have safety cars turned off in the game. Just black flag rules and yellow flags. The safety car logic for road races can be a bit, how shall I say this? Tricky with the AI. They don't always want to line up in the spots they want to line up. You get these weird gaps forming in the middle of the pacing laps. So it's just not worth having the safety car turned on. It tends to ruin the races more than bring them together. So yep, shouldn't have to use that safety car fuel mode.
The gap to Offerman's ahead is now 0.39. You've just done a 1:13.11. Sector 2 is 0.31 off the pace. The gap behind is now 7.5 seconds.
Such a long corner. Just waiting to apply the throttle. Seems like you have to be quite patient around this track. You can't just floor it. Which is good. It's good. It's skillful. I like a good challenge. I think the biggest challenge at the moment is trying to find a way past this guy.
Your tyre temps are all good.
On your right. You are clear on the right.
Well done, Dan. Great move. Keep it up.
Well, that's one way to do it. That was completely unintentional. I think he made a mistake. Now I'm going to have to go defensive.
The gap in front is now 0.8. That lap was a 1:13.82. Just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P3. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.31.
Up onto the podium. Position 3. And with position 2 right in front of me as well. doubt we'll get past this guy pretty soon. Cutting it dangerously close there. If you run wide on this fast sweeping left-hander, just a centimetre on the grass and you are in the fence. Gotta be so careful.
The gap ahead is now 0.6. You've just done a 112.89. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.6.
Definitely feel like I've got that first sector absolutely nailed. Definitely my strongest set of corners on the track. And what a track as well. I know I said this earlier in the race, but such a great circuit. It's so unknown as well. Like I'd never raced here before yesterday. Like I'd heard of the place before, but never actually decided to, you know what, fire up, I'll go for a few laps. And I'm so glad I did. About a third of the way through the race now.
The gap in front is now 0.7. Your lap time was 1:13.16. Sector 1 time's okay. Sector 2 is 0.38. Off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.7.
Just past the 15-minute mark. .30 still to go. Ooh, I got a little bit loose in the rear then. Probably didn't look like much to you guys, but through the wheel, that was right on the limit. Something tells me my right hand side tyres are going to be screaming out at the end of the race.
We're matching race pace. The gap ahead is now 0.37.
Car on your left side. Left side's clear.
Well done, Dan. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.7. That lap was at 112.81.
Especially if I keep on locking up like that.
You're being caught by the LMP2 class cars.
Have to keep an eye on the mirror pretty soon, or should I say the rear facing display. There is a mirror on the left hand side, but it's not really that much useful. Not really that much use. Terrible English. Big slide there. I'm looking in the mirrors for the LMP2s. Where are you?
The gap in front is now 0.8. Blue flag. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 1.4 seconds.
He's on your left. Near left.
Well, there's one of them.
113.64. There's a faster car approaching.
No, no, no.
Car on your left. Left side's clear.
Dan, track limits, come on.
Left side, there's a car.
Blue flag.
Clear on the left.
P3.
The car on your right side. He's still there.
Go on, get on with it.
On your left. You are clear on the left.
Whew. Well, if that's not a masterclass in how not to drive a lap, I don't know what is. Terrible.
The gap in front is now 2.5 seconds. That lap time was 1:16.89. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.6. Yellow flag in sector 1.
All started with me going wide in that corner just there. Compounded with traffic. And just sloppy driving, really. But I don't doubt that I'll be able to make that time back up again. Slide there. I think the tyres may be starting to give up a little bit of the grip. Not absolutely terrible just yet, but I can feel it.
Alright Dan, we're matching race pace. The gap in front is now 2.6. Your last lap time was at 1:13.00. Loving this, mate, this is perfect. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 1.0.
As I'm sure you can probably tell from the lack of commentary, it's concentration time right now.
We're halfway home. We're okay on fuel.
I just lost a little bit of my rhythm.
Sector 1 is yellow. The gap in front is now 2.8. That was a 1:13.33. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.41. Flag sector 1.
Yeah, not feeling 100% with the car at the moment.
Air and track temperatures are rising. Air temperature is now 28. The track temperature is now 28 Celsius.
I mean, that could be it. It could be the track temperature going up that's causing us to lose a bit of grip. But that's just a racing driver excuse. I'm not going to use that. Only professionals get to use those excuses.
The gap ahead is now 2.9. You've just done a 1:13.08. The gap to Offerman's behind is now 0.7.
That's more like it. Don't doubt for a second that I can catch up with this guy. But I think it's going to be a case of a 10th here, a 10th there. I'm pretty closely matched by the looks of things. And when the traffic comes back around again, hopefully it'll play into my favour this time. How's my fuel?
We estimate 24 minutes of fuel remaining, 1.5 litres per lap. The gap ahead is now 2.5. That's the best lap in your class. That was 1:12.56. Gap to Opperman's behind is now 1.0 seconds. Okay, Dan, you've got half your fuel left.
Completely missed the apex on that first corner again. Just thinking whether I can turn the engine up.
Stay on it. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
I'm gonna do it. Engine's going up for a few laps. Got a little bit of excess fuel by the sounds of things. Might as well use it. Obviously, no point turning the engine up and using extra fuel. I don't also make sure that my driving is good as well. So I'm being a bit quiet so far this race today. Apologies for that, guys. But the track is just quite mentally demanding. You got to be on it all the time.
The gap in front is now 2.3. That last lap was at 1:12.74. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 2. The gap to Opperman's behind is now 0.9.
Just want to make sure I hit each and every apex. No silly mistakes and make the most of the engine mode. No!
You're clear on the left.
Watch the track limits. We'll get a penalty if we don't. We've got quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed.
I guess I live here now, hey? Oh, no! Looks like I'm beached.
Okay, Dan, fire her back up. Get back into the fray.
Oh well.